cat people, welcome to the last video of 2022. I am Catlady Antigoni and today I'm telling you which were my 10 favorite palettes of 2022. Are you ready? To be honest, I don't think that there is anyone who saw the title and was like, what is this video about? I think the concept is pretty much simple. I'm going through my 10 favorite palettes of 2022. Basically, I have collected them all here. I'm gonna explain you the reasons why they are my favorites, and at this point I would like to tell you something. First of all, everything that I'm gonna show you is cruelty free, as all the makeup that you see in this channel, either I'm reviewing it or I'm talking about it, everything is always cruelty free. Secondly, some of the palettes that you might see here in my collection might not have been released in 2022. Most of them have been released in 2022, but I bought them and I reviewed them in 2022, and that's why they ended up to be in 22 favorites. So if you're ready for this, let's start! Did I tell you that the palettes are not in order? So basically it doesn't matter if it's gonna be at number 1 or at number 10. I love them equally, and I don't really want to say what I love more because they are serving a different purpose. So I cannot compare a more nudist palette with a more colorful palette because they are doing different stuff, okay? So after this, let's see number 1. At number 1 we have from Beauty Bay the Technidays palette. It's a very beautiful palette. I mean, look at it. First of all, it's neon. Whenever I see something neon, it has my heart. I love it so much. This is the color scheme. Yes, I have already hidden the pan here. I don't know if you can see the green shade. Yes, there is a pan here. So I fell in love from the first time I saw this palette, and I wanted to try it so much. I ordered it and it was as high as my expectations. Everything that I own from Beauty Bay has pretty high quality, and when I received this palette I kinda knew what to expect, I kinda knew what I would have to do with, and it was great. I think it's the first time that I'm trying Beauty Bay shimmers with this palette. They are great, all of them. The mattes are amazing. Basically this green right here that I have hidden the pan, which is called Rave, it's among the best neon greens that I've ever tried. And basically if you're a neon lover, you have these 3 shadows and they are like a dream. First of all, they blend very beautifully with each other. They are kind of like, they bring me retro vibes, but on the other hand in a modern way. I don't know how to explain it. It's kind of Y2K, but bringing it to today's era. So all in all, this palette is a hit 100%. I don't remember if this was limited edition. If it's not, have a look, and I'm sure that if you love neons as much as I do, you will definitely love it. At number 2 we have the Hela palette from Aden. Unfortunately, this palette is now discontinued, and I'm sorry that I'm presenting something that you cannot really buy, but I couldn't resist. It is so beautiful. It has such a beautiful color scheme, and I have used it a lot within 2022. I have loved it a lot. The color scheme is so grungy, and personally, I felt that it brought me out of my comfort zone and out of the blues that I truly love using. I mean, you can see it, right? So it had all these mustardy yellows, the grungy greens and everything, and I combined them with pinks, but then I thought, well, I think that for one time I'm gonna do something by using only these first 2 rows, because I wanted to experiment, and this palette brought this to me, more experimentation. Of course, I don't think that I need to tell you about the great quality that Aden provides in general. When it comes to eyeshadows, when it comes to lip products, they are top high. I'm really looking forward to 2023 releases. It was available until the Black Friday, I think, but after that they discontinued it, and I cannot complain about this personally because this palette was released in February of 2022 and it was available until November, so I think it was pretty good time if you wanted to grab it, if you want to have some reviews before you buy it. It was sold out a lot of times, they brought it back. It was keep getting sold out for a good reason, I would say. I mean, it has perfect matte formulas, it has duochromes, it has multichromes, it has this glittery shade right here. It's just perfect, and I don't know how you feel about this color scheme, but if you're like me and if you're a little bit hesitant in using these colors specifically, I would say like give it a try. Of course, I know you cannot buy this palette right here, but if you find something similar, these colors are actually beautiful and you can create amazing things by using them. At number 3, we have the Stay While palette from Bragg Beauty. To be honest, I received this palette as a PR from Bragg Beauty. I have done a dedicated video about this and I'm still amazed by its quality. The colors are super beautiful. It's the color scheme that I truly enjoy working with. It's not really bringing me out of my comfort zone, as I told you with the previous palette, but it's something that I'm looking for it again and again, especially this pink right here, this bubblegum beautiful pink, which is called Pinky Promise. And I don't know if you can see it from here, but I'm ready to hit the pan. Everything is very well used in this palette. These are super soft mattes. They are blending like a dream with each other. The colors are also blending perfectly with other eyeshadow palettes. I mean, it's not an exclusive palette, it's a very inclusive palette that you can use it with other stuff and still the result will be awesome. Basically, I don't know if you know this about Bragg Beauty, it's a small Danish brand and this palette was among the first products that they have released, and if the first product is such high quality, I really have high expectations for the future and for what they're gonna release later on. They also have some makeup sponges. I haven't tried them yet. I'm planning to buy, I'm not sure when because I have quite a lot of sponges, but when I need a sponge I will definitely have a look at what they have. And then they have released some mirrors with glitters. They're amazing. You definitely have to have a look. A big plus here also is that, as I said before, we are talking about a European based brand, and this means that you don't have to pay any customs or crazy shipping costs and stuff like that, so to me it's highly recommended. At number 4, we have the palette Spark a Little Magic, which is basically the collaboration between Colourpop and Tinkerbell, and I'm holding it in a wrong way all this time. Okay, not professional, but this is the palette. I want to show you the color scheme. Ta-da! So beautiful, so green, so not out of my comfort zone. I love this color scheme so much. It provides everything. It provides happiness to begin with. I mean, look at this green, look at this shimmer, look at this shimmer. It's so beautiful. I love everything when it comes to this palette, how creative it makes me, how many ideas I have just by looking at this color scheme. I want to do more fairy-ish makeups, and also I'm so inspired to do even everyday looks with this row right here. I love collaborations between Colourpop and other brands, franchises and stuff like that. They are always doing an amazing work. When it comes to this palette specifically, it's one of those palettes that are coming, then become sold out, then Colourpop brings it back because there is a lot of demand. But nowadays I think that it is at the sold out phase. I don't know if it is discontinued. I don't think that this is discontinued yet. I'm not sure, don't quote me on this though, but we're talking about Colourpop, so let's be honest, if you like this color scheme, we are talking about Colourpop, and this means that they will definitely bring it back in some other palette, in some other collaboration, I don't know, but don't worry if you missed it, you will have it in the future. Another plus for this specific palette though is the details with the glitter. I mean, I'm dying, look how beautiful it is. They have attached kinda golden glitter, and it's not a bad glitter in a way like you're touching it and you're becoming glittery. It's very user friendly, and I just love this packaging and the palette and the color scheme and everything. At number 5, we are remaining to the more affordable side of the spectrum, and I'm gonna talk about BH and their palette Do Not Disturb. Look how weird is this palette. and how it opens, but I kinda like it because when I'm holding it like this, you can see the correct part at the camera and you don't see it upside down like you do with the most of the palettes, so I would say it has its own interest, right? Now, when it comes to the color scheme, it's a very Antigoni friendly color scheme, I would say. It contains a lot of blue and purple eyeshadows, which I really love. I loved this kinda brown, but I'm hesitating to say the word brown because it's not really a brown, it's a very kinda warm brown-ish shade with a little bit of dark pink inside, and it's so interesting. And if you can see, I have used it quite a lot here, and it's a perfect companion color for these two, which are leaning more to the purple side. All in all, it's an amazing palette. I think it was the first palette that I was trying after a long time from BH Cosmetics, and I was impressed by how they have improved their eyeshadow formula. Whenever I'm using this palette, I always have a great result. I'm always very happy with how it delivers. I'm very happy with how the colors are combining with each other, how nothing is creasing on my extremely oily eyelids, and definitely some bonus points for its price because I think I paid around 10 euros for 9 pans, 9 quite big pans. I mean, if this is not great, then what? At number 6, we have from LH Cosmetics the Daybreaker palette. Not the cleanest version of the Daybreak palette, but still a version, okay? But actually that's a good thing because it indicates that I'm using it a lot. Also, you can see the pan here, and if this is not telling you that I'm using it a lot, then what? Actually, I was so happy when I saw this palette because I found the perfect cool toned eyeshadow palette, and I know that a lot of companies are kinda more shy to release something that cool shade, and they're going for more bold colors, more kinda warm toned colors, which are not fitting that great on my skin because I have an extremely cool toned skin, while these shades are just perfect for me. I have nothing against experimentation and nothing against trying new products all the time, but there are some times that I actually need the perfect palette for my face and my shade and undershade and stuff like that. So with this palette, I feel that I have found it. The reason that I have hidden that much pan on this shade right here is because that I'm using it to fix my eyebrows. It's the best eyebrow color for me because I would like to make my eyebrows slightly lighter, and this helps a lot. So that's why I have hidden pan here, and I'm also ready to hit pan at this shade, which is called Air. And again, I was so happy when I saw it because most of the pastel blue eyeshadows that I find out there, they have a little bit more purple inside, when this is a more clean blue. Actually, it has zero purple inside, which is something that I felt that I was missing from my collection. Let's remain a little bit longer to Swedish brands, and now I'm ready to talk to you about Gloss Gods. From them, I have tried quite a lot palettes, I think 3 or 4. I found them as a brand in 2022 and I started trying them in 2022. Well, here I have the palette Look for Rainbows, and I don't have to say anything here. Look at this color scheme. It was one of the favorite products of the month. I think it was favorite product of May, if I'm not mistaken, and definitely it was one of the 10 favorite products of the year in general. This palette is just great. It contains 12 effect eyeshadows, and this means that all the eyeshadows that you can see in this palette are doing something quite special. Either they are shiny or metallics or duochromes or multichromes. Basically, this is a great companion palette. Well, if you ask me, I'm using it as a main palette a lot of times. I have created a lot of looks just by using this palette. I'm super happy with the quality. I know that a lot of people will not just take this full shimmery eyeshadow palette and create look just by using shimmers, but I also know that a lot of people are in the market to find some special eyeshadows like multichromes or duochromes, and as a European citizen, I know how difficult it is to find them in Europe, so Gloss Gods to me offers an amazing opportunity to have access to all those special shadows in European prices without having to pay any customs, without having to pay crazy shipping costs and stuff like that. So that's how I was persuaded to try them, and then I just fell in love. I have the Gal on the Moon palette and I have their latest release, Smoke and Mirrors, and all of them are super beautiful, and definitely in 2023 I would like to have more products from them, like their eyeshadow base, because I feel that we are talking about a very high quality brand here. At number 8 we are still remaining in Sweden, and I'm gonna tell you about the indie brand Aden Cosmetics. Basically, they are doing goth stuff, they are doing vampire theme stuffs, and I'm dying. Like, I love so much these dark aesthetics that they have. I love so much their ideas, their color scheme. I like so much that they're not using a lot of nude colors in their palettes. No offense about the nudes, but I feel that when you have a theme as a brand, this makes you a little bit more special. This makes you a little bit more standing out. So basically, I'm gonna talk about the palette Live Forever. It is inspired by the movie Interview with a Vampire, and here you can see the 3 main characters from the movie, and this is the color scheme. It's so beautiful, it's so dark, but it's not that dark on the other hand. So I think that Victoria Lovelace, who has the brand, has kinda achieved to have a very nice balance between some more dark shades like this row right here, but on the other hand you can use this palette for a more happy and bright look. I think this palette serves a lot of purposes. I'm very happy with the quality that this palette has. Unfortunately, it was a limited edition palette. I don't think that they are bringing this back, but these days they have another one which I don't remember the name. It has to do with something Immortal Brides of Dracula, something like that. But the important thing here is, like, it's a blue themed palette. Every shadow in this palette is either blue or close to blue, or bluish green, bluish purple, and I don't know, I really want to try it because I know how good is the quality from this brand. They are cruelty free, they are vegan, they are goth. What else do we need from a brand, right? At this point I would like to tell you that if you're curious to see a step-by-step makeup tutorial for this look that you see right here with a double cut crease, I will have a video very soon. Actually, it's gonna be the first video of the year where I'm reviewing the Frosted palette from Glamlight. It's the first time that I'm trying Glamlight. I had a poll at the community tab here on YouTube, and you told me that you want me to review the Frosted Flakes palette. So this is what happened here on my face. It's coming very soon. If I forget to update the video and add it at the description box, you can always leave me a comment and tell me, where is this tutorial? I want to know how you did this makeup. At number 9, I'm gonna tell you about another collab. This time the collaboration between NYX Professional Makeup and La Casa de Papel. Look at this palette, isn't it so beautiful? I mean, it's very unique. I don't think that I have seen anything similar to this. I mean, I know it's a very specific themed collab, but again, even the style of the palette, it's so unique, so beautiful. Now, when it comes to the actual color scheme, it might be a surprise for you because it is actually quite neutral, quite nude leaning, and you might say, what are you gonna tell us about this color scheme, that this is representative of you? Well, sometimes when I need something more light, more nude, something to smoke out my very extremely bright colors, I kinda look in this palette and I always find something beautiful. A plus here is that this palette contains some very beautiful toppers, like this green right here, which is called Royal Mint, which is stunning, and it can work with a lot of different makeup looks. And although that you might not think that this color scheme is absolutely for me, I think it's very good for me to have something like this in my collection, because to me this is a complementary palette. And when I'm doing some more crazy stuff, I always go here to bring them down a little bit if I want to do so. And whatever I do, I know that here I will find something warm toned, something sparkly, something to complete my look. And I know that I might have mentioned this in the past, but I believe that when NYX Professional Makeup is trying to do a collab with another brands or series or whatever, they are doing an amazing job. I think that this is not the normal quality eyeshadows that you might find in the normal series of NYX. This is something better. The whole game is at the next level. So either when it comes to this collab or when it comes to the Sabrina palette that I also have, or the Wings palette that I also have but I haven't reviewed yet, that's why I'm not mentioning this palette here in this video, I feel that the quality of the eyeshadows is exceptional. And I know you might think that it's so unfortunate that I present you this palette and you really want to have something like a NYX collab or something similar, right? Well, don't worry, because these days there is another collab. This is the collab between NYX and Avatar series, the Way of Water or the Shape of Water. Oh my god, I haven't seen Avatar, okay? I don't think it's for me. I like the blues, I like the whole environment, but I don't feel very interested. When I start my Netflix or whatever, like when I'm going to the cinema, I always wanna watch something else and I never think about that, that's why I haven't watched it. But the palette is so beautiful. It's quite expensive, I think it's around 65 euros, at least here in Sweden, while for this palette I paid around 40 euros, or I have found it at the discount, 50%, so I paid 20 euros, which was great. So I'm gonna wait with the Avatar palette. If I find it in discount, great, I'm gonna buy it. If not, I think it's quite overpriced, but if you wanna experience this NYX collab that I keep saying, there is something for you as well. And now it's time for the Greek word of the day. Since this is the last video of the year, I'm gonna tell you the Greek word for last. So in Greek we say τελευταίο. Say it with me. Te-lef-te-o. Τελευταίο. So this is the τελευταίο video of the year. As always, I'm gonna ask you to try to write a comment down below using the word τελευταίο, or actually tell me the word in your own native language. And last but not least, at number 10, we have another palette from Aden. This time I'm gonna tell you about Christmas Eve. I have loved this palette a lot. I have done a review video, I have done a collab video for this palette. It was a favorite product of the month, I don't remember which one, but it was, and it's such a great palette. I mean, look at this color scheme. It screams Christmas for me, because Christmas, as I have told you like a million times, even more, I don't remember, are not red and green for me, they're blue and silver, and this is what we can find in this palette. As with the previous one with Angelica Nyqvist, in this palette we can find some other grungy eyeshadows, and I think that these bring something different to the whole idea of Christmassy palettes. It's not a traditional Christmas palette, and that's what I love with it. It gives you the opportunity to experiment a little bit more with more color combinations, with more colors, with something a little bit more edgy and a little less traditionally Christmassy. A plus here is this amazing packaging. To me, it brings me like memories from my first Christmas here in Sweden, and I kinda get some pagan vibes. I don't know why I think that this can be related to pagan things, maybe because the Christmas trees are a little bit more related, I don't know. But look at it, it's so beautiful, it's like a postcard, it's just amazing artwork, and I know unfortunately you cannot find this palette nowadays because it was extremely limited. It has been discontinued at the beginning of November. What? For a Christmas palette, the beginning of November? Anyway, I don't really agree with this. The point is that nowadays, you know that if Aden is doing something that limited, it's gonna be great, because I also felt that this quality of this eyeshadow palette, it was a little bit higher than the average quality that Aden offers in general, and let me tell you, the average quality is quite high anyway. And that was it. This was our video from today. Thank you so much for being here with me and watching this video. I appreciate you a lot. I'm sending you my best wishes for the new year. I hope that you are having a great time. I hope that you are having amazing amazing holidays. If you're celebrating Christmas, if you're not celebrating Christmas, if you're off work, if you're at work, I hope that you're having a great time. Again, thank you so much for everything, for this amazing year that you have been with me and commented down and supporting me with every possible way. I see everything, I appreciate you a lot, and I really mean this. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new here. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram, on TikTok, and where else? I think that's all. I'm way too excited for the things that are coming for the new year. I have a million ideas in my head about videos that I want to film. Don't forget to check my community tab, because there I have some polls where you will decide about my next videos. Again, big thank you, my best wishes for new year, and bye bye!